We are going to be doing a low to mid fade on the sides, meaning pretty short and clean around the hairline, blending into his beard, and then gradually getting longer toward the top sides of his head. Hey, what's up? It's Madison, cutting and styling specialist at Up Salon here in New York City. Today, we will be going over clipper cutting techniques with my model, Sachin. This is a cleanup appointment for Sachin, but I always make sure to ask my clients what worked and what didn't work for your last haircut and if there's anything that they want to change. We are going to be doing a low to mid fade on the sides, meaning pretty short and clean around the hairline, blending into his beard, and then gradually getting longer toward the top sides of his head. I typically like to start my fades at the longest point, which is at the top of the fade. That way I can work backwards and connect the short to the long. This longer part becomes my guide and it keeps me from taking the fade up higher on the head than I had planned. By keeping the length as we move up the head, we're building weight and creating a more masculine shape. So now I'll work my way down to the shortest point, switching out my guards. The guards are here to ensure a specific length, so I know that I won't go shorter than the number on my guard. I prefer to work my way around the head, so I start at one side and work all the way to the back and continue forward to the other side to make sure that there's fluidity throughout the whole haircut. Now that I'm finished fading the sides, I'll use my trimmers to clean up the hairline around the ears and at the back of the neck. Before moving on to the top of the haircut, I like to use my comb and my texturizing shears to further blend out the top of the fade. You'll also notice me using a slicing technique with my shears to create even more texture while removing some weight. This would be a great opportunity to customize the haircut to your client. If Sachin's hair was longer on top, we could decide if we wanted to keep it longer and slightly disconnected from the sides, meaning some parts of the hair may lay over the sides, or do we want to keep it shorter and connected to the rest of the haircut? In this case, the top will be connected in the back with a slight disconnection toward the front. I'm point cutting the whole top section because he has very thick hair and we want to create texture and movement. But now that the cut is complete, all I'll use for styling are my hands and a blow dryer. Once it's dry, I'm going to use a texture paste from the L'Oreal Professional Technique Art line called Architecture. I'll scoop a little out with my finger and warm it up in my palms before working it through the hair. Here we have the final look, which is a cleaned up, cool version of the haircut that he came in with. And remember that you have the option to play around with the top section and also how high or low that you want to go with the fade. I really hope you enjoyed watching this one. It was really fun for me to create. Remember, you can find me on Instagram at Madison Sullivan Hair. And don't forget to follow and subscribe to Hair.com for more videos. Thanks for watching.